Good morning, everyone. My name is Heiko Voigt from Harbourlight Software Development Limited in Shelburne, Canada. And today I want to talk about a topic that I came across a couple of days ago, which is reading barcodes with a Domino web application. And while some of you might think of, what the heck, why do you want to read barcodes? Well, we had a customer asking us how you can actually manage it to read a barcode and do something with it within a Domino web application. So I Googled around a little bit and came across two very interesting concepts to do that. And whenever you run into the need to do this, so if you need to read a barcode within your application from your mobile phone, for example, you can do that with Domino and XPages, for example, and this is what I'm showing you today. So while I was Googling around a little bit, I came across two interesting pieces, actually. One piece was a great article by Andrei Kabachnik about a JavaScript barcode reader with Bootstrap and Quagga.js. And this is a sample application that he has built already with some code that does use a JavaScript library to actually grab your video camera on your computer or your camera on your phone, and to read barcodes that have a lot of different formats. It can work with code 39, code 128, EAN, and a couple of other things. And this is the library actually that it's referencing. It's called Quagga.js, and it's maintained by I think a guy from Austria, Christopher Oberhofer. I will post the URLs in the end of the video so you can have them for reference. Interestingly enough for me, I thought that the code that Andrei was providing here should be easily maintained, or at least easily be adopted into an XPage. So that's exactly what I did. And before we go any further, just let's see a demo of what we have built here. So right here I have the application up and running. You see this is an XPage. It's called Read Barcode XSP. Well, just to name it. And there's a scan button and an empty field. I just had it emptied right now. So what I have here in my hand is a label with an EAN barcode, which is a European barcode. But as I said, Quagga is able to handle literally any sort of barcode. And when I click the scan button, it opens up, it takes my video, and I can point this to it, and as you see, it automatically recognizes the barcode and writes the number of the barcode field into my input field that I have right here. And actually, that's the correct number, 121906. Yes, this is the correct number that I wanted to scan in from my batch label here. With that, I can do literally anything with the number. I can have a second button to do a lookup in, say, an article database or an inventory database, whatever I want to do. And the cool thing about this is I can also do that on my phone. As soon as I open the XPage on my phone, it will take my camera roll, and it can be launched to use the exact same barcode reader on my mobile phone as well, which is cool because then I don't have to buy a separate barcode reader barcode reader. Instead, I can just use my phone to scan any barcode that's available out in the market. On the other hand, so let's just take a look at the code that happens to be in here, and I have that code is the code is right here. As you see, this is my my sample XPage read barcode XSP. Let me just close this one off a little bit so we have a little bit more room in Domino Designer. And if you're familiar with XPages, you know the notion of handling jQuery and Bootstrap in load them as a head tag in your XPage so they won't collide with the Dojo parts that are loading from the XPage itself. And this is actually, these are the three libraries that I have in my space. This is jQuery and Bootstrap for the layouting, and this here is Quagga itself. So you can see that one here. This is that part as well. I have a style sheet here that handles the presentation of the field and the button. And this is the actual HTML code. Actually, this is the same stuff that I copied from Andre's article. It's pretty much the same thing, a couple of tuning things here. So I had to come up with an XPage's input text in contrast to a regular HTML field. And of course, then I had to copy the JavaScript part that does the Quagga function into a script block right here. And there's another little trick that I had to deal with because Quagga is using the target field, which is where it returns the data to by an ID. So this is a bit of a problem because, as you know, XPage's objects generate a very cryptic ID on top of the name of the ID field of the control itself. So it's not really declarative how to do that. And I didn't want to fiddle around with another extension from OpenATF, with the $X extension. So I decided to do a little trick in here to help me out, which is the way that I came up with the CSS trick here. So I came up with an attribute that's called class to give the field the proper CSS part from Bootstrap. And also I added another class which is not defined in CSS, which is called scanner input. And if we look for a scanner input, we will find that this is exactly where I select via jQuery my input field to put the resulting numbers that Quagga selects from the camera. So this is how we select this input field. So I don't have to do any ID handling and ID handling problems. I just use a CSS class that identifies my object uniquely, and then I can use it here in jQuery. So that's the whole thing. And additionally, the libraries that are part of this are contained inside of the application as well. So I'm loading those from the web content folder. I have a JavaScript folder that underneath the web content folder that contains the Bootstrap part, the jQuery part, and the Quagga part. And also I have a CSS folder that contains a couple of the fonts that I need and all of those kind of things, and some special CSS files also for other XPages that I have in this one. And I've sampled that component as well, but that's a different story. So this is where you find your my JavaScript libraries, and these are again referenced up here in the head tag. So having done all this, creating the code in here, building the HTML, and coming up with the script part down here to handle the Quagga interaction and the pop-up from the scan button. It took me literally 5 minutes to basically build the application from the code that Andre was delivering here, Andre Kavachnik was delivering here. So I just copied most of the things, did a couple of adjustments. And for me, this is the real value that we get from XPages. You can use a couple of things, adjust a couple of things, and you'll be up and running and productive with some new features and functions inside of your XPages application that have never been used before, probably. So I think the XPages still shows that there's a lot of value that you can add to your applications using the framework. And just some new ideas for you how to handle barcodes. And well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.